It was slow for probably the first 7 to 10 days, but things really started picking up once I think people realized, hey, there's not a lot of options out there anymore. If we're gonna get food that is prepared by someone else, we're gonna have to pick it up or have it delivered. And it slowly started building back into almost the normal, regular business that we did pre-pandemic. The only difference was we were doing it in boxes and bags.
On the Menu is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling.
Okay, the first dish we're going to do is the blackened Chicago medallions. It's one of our signature dishes. This is our 3-ounce filet medallions. You get 3 of them. Blackening, our house blackening seasoning. That goes directly into a pan. Control your heat a little bit. While that's getting hot, get your shrimp ready. Give it a little stir. Let it sit on a sear each side very well.
How has the takeout aspect really helped the Blue Wolf Tavern survive through the pandemic?
When Governor DeWine announced that all indoor dining would be closed on March 15th, obviously restaurants in the Valley were kind of surprised and worried. We were no exception to that. Rather than shut down, my staff was really concerned about being able to continue to work. There was out of about 80 of us, most of them wanted to continue working despite the threat of the pandemic and the uncertainty about it at that point early on. But we decided that we'd like to keep working if we could, and we didn't miss a day. We transitioned the next day to a carry-out and delivery only type service, and actually moved this whole room here into a carry-out pickup room. And it was slow for probably the first 7 to 10 days, but things really started picking up once I think people realized, hey, there's not a lot of options out there anymore. If we're gonna get food that is prepared by someone else, we're gonna have to pick it up or have it delivered. And it slowly started building back into almost the normal, regular business that we did pre-pandemic. The only difference was we were doing it in boxes and bags.
Bring your pan over, get your shrimp. Want to get a good sear on both sides of them also with that blackening seasoning. Now it's time to build the sauce. About a tablespoon of shallots. Add your E&J brandy.
Outside of the takeout end of it, is there any changes that you guys made because of maybe restrictions that you think are going to stick around long term?
Well, we've certainly learned how to tighten our belt as far as figuring out how to budget, how to make things work on a lower revenue standpoint, because despite doing as well as we did through the last year, revenue was still down, and people still need paid, and food costs are up. So we figured out a way to we figured out some new ways to tighten our belt in that regard, and moving forward, our business model only gets stronger.
Add your butter. Once your butter is melted and the sauce is thickened, the dish is complete. So this is our Chicago filet medallions with shrimp.
Looking at the menu, did you get any time to kind of maybe experiment with some new stuff?
Sure. We've certainly tightened down some of our products a little bit through that pandemic, and the main reason was because of product availability.
2 skinless, boneless breasts of chicken. A little salt and pepper. You get a good sear on the outside of the chicken.
There was about 6 to 8 months where you never knew whether chicken was going to be available or not, whether milk was going to be available or not, and that was not any more evident anywhere than at the grocery store. I think so. A lot of people saw that, grab it if you see it, grab it, and grab enough for a couple of weeks because you don't know when it's going to be back. So we took that approach here, from a wholesale standpoint in our purchasing too. But there were some things that just couldn't be had. And we adjusted our menus a little bit throughout that to reflect, what was available, what we thought we could get, what we thought maybe we were going to have a difficult time at. And through the course of that, things kind of evolved, and we've gotten some new menu items that are upcoming here within the next week or so. And we were able to add some things, trim down the menu, but at the same time add some new interesting things that people enjoy.
Add a tablespoon of garlic. Once your garlic is caramelized, hit it with your Marsala wine sauce.
Now that we're a little over a year past, how's everything look for Blue Wolf?
As fantastic. You know, that we're in our 20th year. Our actual birth date is August 14th. It'll be 20 years since we opened in Struthers, downtown Struthers. And out of the 20 years, the last year has certainly been one of the more challenging, if not the most challenging. And but things seem to have turned a corner now, and they're looking up, and we're excited for the next 20 for sure.
Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. And also make sure to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For all of your business news, visit businessjournaldaily.com. For all of your arts and entertainment news, go to afterhoursyoungstown.com.
Visit TrustThompson.com today and discover why more people turn to the experts at Thompson Heating and Cooling and Carrier to bring comfort to your home.